Virtually every professional knows the details of their work, except salespeople. For some reason, salespeople resist knowing the details of the work. Well, here are the details of a salesperson's job. Dials, which means how many times did you try to reach somebody. Completed calls, how many times you actually spoke to them. Appointments, how many of the people we spoke to agreed to an appointment. Visits, which for some salespeople is an actual field visit. For other salespeople, it's a meeting over the phone. And finally, sales. So we've got dials, completed calls, appointments, visits, sales. And there are 5 ways I could make more money. Make more dials. Get more of my dials to become a completed call. More of my completed calls to become an appointment. More of my appointments to become a sale, or get more value out of each sale. Well, let's look at the first few ratios. Dial to completed call to appointment. The mistake that salespeople make by not tracking their numbers is they're not able to interpret what they're doing and course correct. So, for example, if the problem that I have is I'm not making more sales, well, one way I could easily solve that is simply by making more dials. So if I ask a salesperson, how many dials do you make every day? And their answer is, well, I make about 10, or some days I make 50, but they don't actually know the actual number, then they're denying themselves one of the easiest opportunities for a strategy to improve. Dials to completed calls, that's actually a function of how many of the people that you're calling do you already know. So, if I'm only calling people that I have an existing relationship with, my dial to completed call ratio will be great, because the people I already have a great relationship with will take my call and call me back and talk to me. Same with my completed call to appointment ratio. So if my ratios are too good, it means I'm not calling enough new people. I'm not bringing new people into the mix, which would give me the opportunity to sell new people. On the other hand, if they're too bad, if it takes 100 dials to get one completed call, 100 completed calls to get one appointment, that means that I'm not using other strategies. So for example, on the completed call to appointment ratio, if I'm unable to turn around the anticipated negative responses, the objections that I get when I attempt to make an appointment. Hi, would like to talk to you. How's Tuesday at 3? Not interested. We're happy now. We're all set. Send me a proposal. Let me just talk to you now rather than in a meeting in my office. If I'm not anticipating those responses and have a ready turnaround, then my ratio will be worse. It'll suffer, and I'll actually pick that up. It'll actually tell me what I need to do by looking at my ratios. The dial to completed call ratio, completed call to appointment ratio, it's not only important that we track them, but we learn how to interpret these ratios and then use that interpretation to direct strategies to make the ratios improve. Much like the campaigns themselves that need to be optimized, I need to optimize my own performance if I'm going to make more money.